Good morning, Paula.
Good morning, Leanna. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good, honey. Jeff needs to get himself situated before he signs in. Have you already talked to probation about the clients you have?
I believe I only have 2 up, and I got the reports and I've reviewed them with my clients. I have Burnham and Zacharias. They mentioned a show cause for Marquel Ganter, but I believe that might have been satisfied. I'm not really sure.
That's why I just thought Judge wanted me to let you and Jeff know. Go ahead and check in with probation first in case
Okay.
you need, because all the people are supposed to check in with probation before they come into his Zoom, his
Okay.
courtroom. Okay. Now, if we can get Jeff's attention.
I'll text him.
Good morning, Mr. Bowditch.
Good morning,
I
Paula.
said, Jeff, we got to get Jeff woke up here. Hey, yesterday we did. Seriously, we pulled up an attorney who was sitting back in his chair snoring. And I said, do you want me to call his office? And Judge said, nah, let him sleep till we need him.
I was
He
looking at
woke
my
up on his
grandson
own,
on
though.
Facebook. Come on now.
Oh my God, I would have been humiliated. Anyway, Judge said make sure you check in with probation, okay? Because all the people that are here for sentencings and for violations are supposed to check in with them first.
How do we check into probation?
Yeah, do we just call them, Paula, or what do we do?
Yeah, I'm not sure which one. Hang on. You check in on that Zoom, but I'm not sure if they're using Arts or hang on.
Hello, Leanna.
Hi, Jeff.
Yeah, honey, whose Zoom are they checking into? I've got MIDC attorneys here, Mr. Bowditch and Ms. Belcher, and they want to know who they check in on probation with first.
They should be checking in on my Zoom. I don't know if it's still listed as Katie's Zoom on the website, but it will be with me.
Why don't you give me that number?
Okay, it's 726-552-5129.
All right, honey, thank you.
Thank you, Paula.
Uh-huh,
Bye-bye.
bye.
All right, I'll go check in there. Thank you, Paula.
Once
You guys
again,
heard
is
the
that
number clearly?
I got it.
726-552-5129?
Exactly.
All right. See you on the other side.
Thank you. And if you know your clients, please make sure you let them know to check in with you at probation. Thank you.
I'll try, Paul.
Good morning, counsel. Your appearance for Mr. Light.
John Ivanchik on behalf of the defendant, Christopher Light, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Light.
Good morning.
Mr. Ivanchik, have you folks had a chance to go over the PSI?
I did, Your Honor. I did discuss it briefly with my client, but he hadn't had a chance to review it at the time, and we've not discussed it since. I don't know that we need any further discussion. I think I talked to him very extensively about the pre-sentence report. The only issue I think that we didn't discuss was payment of fines and costs.
Okay, so I can put you in a breakout if you want more discussion, or if you're ready for sentencing, I'm ready as well.
Yeah, why don't you give me like a minute? I don't think it's going to take very long.
All right, you should be going in right now.
Thank you.
Mark, what's your last name?
Zacharias?
All right, let me get you relabeled and I'll put you back in the waiting room till we're ready for you. All right, I'll be back with you in a minute.
All right.
Chris, Galaxy A21, you on? Chris with the Galaxy phone. Goodbye. Good morning, Mr. Bowditch.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Who are you calling in for?
Harold Schiffer.
All right, don't see him yet. I've got a Galaxy phone in that won't talk to me, so we'll figure out who they are when we can. All right, are we ready on light?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. First of all, I want to confirm, Mr. Light, we've got your address on Ashbury. That's correct. Yes?
Correct. Yep,
All right, phone number 799-2780.
that's correct.
Good. All right. Anything I should consider before I sentence Mr. Evanchik?
Well, Your Honor, like I said before, I discussed the report with my client the other day, and I reached out to the probation officer that did that actually did the report, because I had some questions about some of the recommendations, because I was a little bit unfamiliar with apparently some recent litigation or recent changes in the laws, about because there was no recommendation for probation, and Lord knows I don't
Right.
really ever want to talk a client into probation when when there's no recommendation for it. The only thing I'll say is that this was an unfortunate event for my client. I don't know. I don't think the report really kind of explains what happened. He's employed and been gainfully employed and a very good employee for Atchison Ford. My understanding was he was in line for a promotion until this happened. And due to this incident, that's been kind of pushed off. He was asked to go back and do something at work when he probably shouldn't have. And wanting to be a good employee, that's what he did. And unfortunately, this is what happened, and he shouldn't have done it. But I think, I think he understands that this is it. Like, this is not going to be, it doesn't seem like he's going to be a problem going forward, I guess is probably the best way to say it. And obviously
Understood.
this has cost him. It's cost him his, with his employer, it's cost him personally. And we're hoping that we don't see him again, although we always appreciate repeat business, but not in this case.
Thank you. Mr. Light, anything you want to add to what your attorney said? Don't think that you have to.
No, sir, he's pretty much clear on it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go along with the recommendation of the probation officer. I'm just going to do fines and costs, tell you to stay out of trouble. Total
Yes,
on
sir.
the file is $1,200. That includes 2 state misdemeanor fees, the victim's fund fee and the state misdemeanor tax. Can you pay that $1,200 within 30 days, or would you like a formal monthly payment plan?
I would like the monthly payment plan.
Yeah.
Tell me how much and when you can start.
I can start tomorrow, and $50, $100 a month. I don't.
You tell me what you want to do.
Let's do 75 a month. Right now we have a chip shortage. I work at a car dealer. We have about 6 new
Right.
cars to sell. It sucks.
Yep, I understand. All right, so I'm going to give you until, let's see, I'll give you until next Friday to get started.
Thank you.
So anytime between now and then. All right, good luck to you, sir. Thank you, counsel. Have a
Thank
nice
you,
day.
sir.
And I like the new digs.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see him in person.
Can't wait to have people in. I think we've got Mr. Schiffer ready, Mr. Bowditch.
Okay, is it on?
Mr. Schiffer,
Yes, sir. Hello?
I'm the guy that just left you the message.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you and I can see you. I believe
Okay.
we're all connected.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Give me just a minute.
Mr. Schiffer, you heard my comments on the phone?
Yes, sir, I did. I'm prepared to,
No, that's good. I just wanted to make sure you heard those comments.
okay, yeah,
We'll wait for the judge to ask us questions.
okay.
Mr. Bowditch, give me a minute. We're going to wait for Mr. Rowley to come on in. Mr. Bowditch, did you hear that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Belcher. Ms.
Good morning.
Greer. Leanna, who you here for?
I have two sentencings, Your Honor. Burnham and Zacharias.
What's the first one?
Amanda Burnham, Burnham.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Zacharias is in the waiting room. Good
I'm
morning,
ready.
Sharon. Who are you here for?
Good morning. I'm doing your violations of probations.
Okay. All right, just hang with us.
Okay,
Galaxy, what's your
Sharon.
name?
I'm sorry.
Trying to get this guy identified. Galaxy phone, what's your name? You're muted.
Hello? Are you talking to
Hello?
me?
Galaxy phone, what's your name?
Michael McDaniel Jr.
All right, say it slower so I can understand it.
Michael McDaniel Jr.
Thank you. All right, don't have your attorney in yet, Mr. McDaniel. Why are you in my waiting room 2 times?
I think actually my father has court at 9 o'clock also.
Okay. So what do you have court for?
Violations for not doing my substance abuse class or my probation or my community service yet.
All right, have you talked to probation?
Yeah, I talked to Emily I think it was yesterday or Wednesday or Tuesday. And
All right.
she told me that she was gonna try to talk to me before I talked to you this morning.
That's my question. Have you checked in with Emily this morning?
I have not talked to her this morning, no.
All right, do you have her Zoom number?
I don't.
Get something to write with.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, let me go back outside so I can hear you better. Okay.
726
726. Okay.
552
552.
5129.
Okay, so just in this and then type in that for the join meeting, correct?
No, you're gonna type that in so you can have a conversation with Emily.
Okay,
Then she'll tell you what to do from there.
okay.
Miss Belcher, are you ready on Zacharias?
Ready, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning again, Mr. Zacharias.
Good morning.
Miss Belcher, have you had a chance to discuss the pre-sentence investigation report with Mr. Zacharias?
I have, Your Honor. We find it to be factually accurate. We have no additions, corrections, or deletions. I've also gone over the recommendation with him. We would respectfully ask that Your Honor adopt that recommendation. He's gainfully employed, no priors. I think the recommendation is fitting for his situation.
Thank you. Sir, I just want to confirm your address is on Livingston. That's still a good address?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go along with the recommendation of probation. Fines and costs total $1,200. So a total of $1,200. You want to pay that within 30 days or do you want a formal monthly payment plan?
I'm just gonna pay it within 30 days.
All right, any questions for Ms. Belcher, myself, Mr. Zacharias?
Oh, so how am I gonna pay it? Should I mail a check?
That's one of your options. You can mail us a check, you can show up in person, you can drop money in our drop box at midnight. You can pay it online if you want to pay some extra third-party vendor fees. Those are all options.
Okay,
Anything else?
no,
Good luck.
thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Ms. Tiroli, I just sent Michael McDaniel Jr. into your waiting room because he said he thought he was going to talk to you today before he saw me.
Okay. I can go back and talk with him real quick.
Okay. And good morning, Shannon. You got somebody ready?
I'm just here with Emily,
Okay,
so I'll go back with her.
thanks.
Recording in progress.
Tennille, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can. What's your full name?
Sunil Deshaun Riley.
That's one of mine, Your Honor.
All right. Do you need a breakout room to talk to her?
You know, Your Honor, I don't think so. We had a conversation pretty extensively last night, unless she would have further questions today. We covered most everything last night.
Ms. Riley, you prepared to go forward, or you need to have a private conversation with Mr. Bowditch?
No, I'm prepared to go forward.
All right. We're not quite ready yet. We need to get our probation officer in.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. McDaniel. You're muted.
Good morning, sir.
And have you had any conversation with Mr. Kassar?
Yes, sir.
All right, we haven't seen him in the waiting room yet, so I'm going to put you back in the waiting room until we've got Mr. Kassar.
Okay.
Mr. McDaniels, did you get out and come back in?
Yeah, I did. I just talked to Emily, and she told me to leave her meeting and join back in, and she said she was going to join yours too.
All right, I'll rename you again. Good morning, Miss Patton.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
Wonderful. Who are you calling in on?
Michelle Qualls.
Is that a sentencing or a violation?
It's a show cause, Your Honor.
Well, I got to find a file for that one.
Okay.
Yeah, see if you can find her because it's not out here. Got to get my hands on the file, Miss Patton. Good morning, Mr. Kassar.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you today?
Wonderful. Good morning again, Mr. McDaniel.
Morning, sir.
Have you gentlemen had a chance to look at the PSI?
We have, Judge.
Anything factually to correct?
The only thing factual, Judge, is, well, there's a, maybe not, there is a alleged pending MDOP offense that Mr. McDaniel strongly denies that he's involved in, but other than that, there's only the allegation that there's a pending MDOP, which is accurate. There is a pending MDOP. Other than that, Judge, no, we find it factually correct. No additions, deletions, or corrections are needed.
All right, anything to add?
Only, Judge, that Mr. McDaniel, he's told me he stayed away from alcohol for the past months. He's doing great today. He's asked the court if you're going to adopt the recommendation, Judge. We don't find it unreasonable. Of course, he doesn't want to go to jail. He tells me he's doing good right now, but he also tells me, Your Honor, that he does even better when he's using the portable PBT tester that he carries around with him all the time. For some reason, that works out really well for him. He's asking the court to allow him to keep using that. It also helps with his work schedule as well. And if there is jail time in his future, Judge, perhaps he could do it over the 4th of July weekend, so he doesn't lose much time off his job.
Okay. Tell me more about this PBT he's carrying around.
He tells me that it's not the scram tether, it's the portable one. I guess Mr. McDaniel has used it in the past. He can probably tell us even better, Judge.
Yeah, it is a portable one. I feel I have more success. I don't have the urge to drink. It just all around better. Works better for my work schedule and everything.
Micah, is the name of this portable tester you're using?
All right, here's why I'm confused. I don't see this file having ordered him to have any device.
He's done it in the past, Judge. You're correct. This is just something he's done in the past.
All right, so he just voluntarily went out and got this thing to keep him on track.
No, he's not using it right now. He's used it in the past, though.
Oh, okay. Was it like a tether, Mr. McDaniel?
I had both. I had the carry around blow machine.
Okay, and you prefer the mobile?
Yes.
All right, well, I guess I'll leave that to you, Mr. Cassar, to work out with our probation department.
Certainly.
If you can figure out what he had and see if they have any objections to that. You know what I want. I just want to make sure he's not drinking.
Of course, Judge.
Sure. So if we've got two options and one is more convenient for him on the job or something, I'm okay with that.
Excellent.
Thank you, sir.
And you're still at Davco, Mr. McDaniel?
Yes, sir.
I'll leave that to you as well, Mr. Cassar. I'm going to order the 3 days jail. Talk to Emily Tiroli. My concern is when we schedule 3 days jail like that on a weekend, we schedule it with one of our local PDs. They might not want to give us their space on a holiday weekend. You follow me?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
But as long as she can set it up with Huron Township ahead of time, I've got no problem with that at all. I don't want the guy to lose his job. I just want him to do 3 days so he knows we're serious now.
Yes.
Mr. McDaniel, understood?
Yes, sir.
All right. The worst case scenario is we could do another, I'd give you the other option. Well, let's find out if that works or not, Mr. Cassar. If we can do it 4th of July so he can already have the time off. If we can do that, great. If not, we can just get back on Zoom and hash it out.
Excellent.
All right. Anything else, gentlemen?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
Sure.
All right. So I'm going to adopt the recommendation. The total fines and cost $1,500. So we're going to do 3 days in jail at some point in time. We'll work that out so it doesn't cost you your job. And there'll be 60 days on some type of alcohol monitor. I'm going to leave it to Mr. Cassar and probation to work out how.
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes.
Sir. And Mr. McDaniel, as to the $1,500 total, I can give you a 30-day due date, or I can set you up on a monthly payment plan, whatever works for you.
Sir, I can actually send a payment in today if you'd like.
I'll just say within 30 days then.
Sounds great.
Mr. McDaniels?
Yes, sir.
Let's be done with each other.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Sir, thank you so much. You have yourself a great day.
You as well. Counsel, anything else?
Always a pleasure, Judge. Stay safe.
Same here. Mr. Rowley's going to be busy with me for probably the next hour plus. So maybe reach out to her this afternoon and see if we can work out those details.
I will do that, Judge. Have a great day.
And I'll fill her in. I don't think she was listening in. I'll fill her in.
Excellent.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Judge.
gentlemen.
Thank you.
Take care.
And we're almost ready for Mr. Schiffer, Mr. Bowditch. Hey, Shannon, I heard a rumor that you took the Qualls file.
No, I put both files on your chair yesterday afternoon.
I'll look again. I've looked twice.
Because it was Paul's file was with Steve Rangel file. They should have been together.
Yep, I got it. And we lost Mr. Rowley. This docket is flowing just like molasses uphill. All right, Miss Patton, I'm gonna bring Miss Qualls in.
Yes, Judge.
Good morning, Miss Qualls.
Good morning.
Miss Patton, your appearance.
For the record, Teresa Patton appearing on behalf of Ms. Qualls, who's present on the Zoom screen.
All right, so we've got a file from May 2nd, 2020.
Yes, Your Honor.
Looks like she was sentenced back in September. All right, so Shannon, are you handling Qualls?
I can if you would like me to.
I'm sorry?
I can if you would like me to.
I need somebody to talk to me.
The defendant provided 200 out of 50 hours of community service at the Ramya Senior Center. However, her insurance was canceled, and so she has not been going to therapy, but she states that she's been trying to get engaged.
She's been trying to what? I'm sorry.
Is trying to become engaged in therapy. She just can't find a place currently.
All right, anything we can give her for help there?
We can give her a list of places to call that might not, that are either cheap or potentially free.
All right, so she's covered the community service. The treatment is the only issue.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right, and Miss Patton, she was ordered to do treatment in September, so we're going on almost a year later, and we still don't have her in.
I understand, Your Honor. She did run into some roadblocks with the insurance being canceled, but she had made some calls. Some of the places wouldn't take the insurance that she now has. One even told her because it came from a different county, I believe it's state insurance, that they wouldn't take her. So she has been trying. If the court could just give her a few more months so she doesn't lose the benefit of her plea, we would greatly appreciate that.
I want her engaged in treatment within 30 days. I think
Judge,
that's
I will help
doable.
her. I will help her.
I think that's doable. All right. And obviously, Ms. Patton, you know, if we're running into some major problems, then you just have to contact us.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Qualls, you got that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's get you into treatment so we can close this file out successfully.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, ladies?
Yep.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
I got the file done. I just did the file. We're good. Mr. Rowley, just a heads up on Mr. McDaniel Sr., the one that was sentenced with Mr. Kassar.
Yes.
Mr. Kassar is going to reach out to you. I think you're muted. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
All right, Mr. Kassar is going to reach out to you this afternoon on two issues. One is what type of monitor we're going to place Mr. McDaniel on. And the other one was whether or not he can do his 3 days in jail over the holiday weekend. So if Huron Township will allow us to have a jail cell that busy weekend, then that's fine with me. If not, we'll go back to the drawing board.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Bowditch, I'm ready on Schiffer.
Ready, Your Honor.
And Ms. Tiroli, it looks like our big problem here is treatment.
Yes, Your Honor. I spoke with GrowthWorks yesterday. They said that essentially it's just been a game of phone tag. Anytime they try and reach back out to the defendant, they're not able to get a hold of them. So I did speak with the defendant as well, who stated that he has been calling. So just at this point, there's just not able to get in contact with each other.
All right. Mr. Bowditch?
Well, Your Honor, that was also my discussion with Mr. Schiffer. He's been trying. We adjourned this on May 13th for him to try to do that. In the last month, he's been unsuccessful. He is also behind on his payments, but the good news is he's been testing and all his tests have been negative. And he is once again attending his AA meetings. So I think more compliance with his payment plan, maybe a lower payment if it's burdensome, and then just trying to connect to treatment.
Mr. Schiffer, are you working?
No, I'm disabled, sir.
Okay, then here's what I want you to do. You spend 8 hours a day every day until you connect with GrowthWorks, because I'm putting you in jail next time I see you if you're not in GrowthWorks.
Okay. Yeah.
I've phone tag doesn't impress me.
Sir, I tried contacting them.
Mr. Schiffer?
Yes.
Mr. Schiffer, I apologize if I just gave you the impression I want to hear an excuse from you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I want to see results from you.
Okay.
You're doing great on everything else. Let's get that treatment started so we can close you out successfully.
Thank you. Yes, I will.
I suspect that you have not been fully engaged in the process because you realize that the treatment might not be fun.
No, that's got nothing to do with it. Actually, Emily gave me the intake woman's private number, and I've called her 4 days in a row and never got through. So
okay, but here's the problem. I order a lot of people to do programs with GrowthWorks.
Okay. I don't know what it is, but
you haven't made contact since October. That's not on GrowthWorks. That's on Harold Schiffer.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I've been patient, Mr. Schiffer. I'm just giving you fair warning. My patience is over.
Okay. Understood.
Okay. And Mr. Bowditch can help you. If you're having problems, he's your advocate.
Understood.
Reach out to Mr. Bowditch because you got to get in treatment or you're going to jail.
Okay.
And I don't want to put you in jail.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Again, I don't want to take away from the good stuff you're doing with the AA and everything else. But treatment is really important to me.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Mr. Schiffer, you have my number. Touch base with me.
I will, sir. Thank you.
Very much. Keep in contact with Mr. Bowditch. He's going to keep you out of jail.
Thank you.
Or try to.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck, Mr. Schiffer.
Have a good day, sir.
You as well. Mr. Trolley, nothing else on Mr. Schiffer?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you, Your
You're
Honor.
all set, Mr. Schiffer.
Thank you.
All right. Who's representing Riley?
I am, Your Honor.
Bringing her in.
Progress.
Miss Riley, are you connected?
Yes, I'm still here.
All right. Mr. Bowditch, your appearance.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, 45367, appearing on behalf of and with Miss Riley. Your Honor, today is the date and time set aside for a violation of probation hearing. I have reviewed the allegations for the violation of probation. I have reviewed them with Miss Riley. We have discussed them. At this time, Miss Riley would be pleading guilty to the violations as listed.
All right. Miss Riley, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, Ms. Tiroli, violations are she's still not in treatment. She's picked up some new charges in Canton. Still waiting for community service hours. And she has not made a single payment. Correct?
Correct, Your Honor. She did engage in treatment, though she was discharged prior to completion due to excessive absences.
All right. And Miss Riley, are you still living on Annapolis Court?
No, Your Honor. I actually was able to keep my apartment I was going through some trouble with paying it because I lost my job back in January.
Okay, hold on a minute. Let's work on address first.
Okay.
What's your address?
It is 15085 Streamway, STREAMWAY. And that is
City?
Romulus, Michigan.
All right, so are you working now?
I actually start my new job on Monday.
Where at?
Biotech Laboratories. It's in Farmington Hills. I'll be working at an OBGYN office.
Good, full-time?
Yes, full-time, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 or 8 to 5, depending
Awesome.
on the doctor.
Okay. Why no community service?
So I did community service with a lady from my community. She was a friend of my brother's. And when I asked her for the paperwork, she said that she sent it over to Emily, but Emily never received it. And I kept reaching out to her about this and she never responded. So I'm not sure if she wasn't registered in the state of Michigan, if that was the problem, which is like what she didn't tell me, that she wasn't registered. So I kind of wasted my time working with her and she didn't even let me know that she wasn't registered.
All right, so I'm gonna give you till August 1st to get at least 24 hours done. I want it all done by September 1st.
Okay, and I have one
You
question.
might want to get with pardon me?
I have one question about that. Now, say I'm able to get my own nonprofit started and get an LLC. Would that be able to count if I was able to get it done by August?
What's your nonprofit gonna be?
I like to feed the homeless. Like I get donations from like my neighborhood or from my mom. She has a lot of like canned goods and non-perishables. So either we'll cook for them and feed them, or we'll take them like Pop-Tarts, water, snacks, and things like that. But that's something that my family does. It's just not a big like a nonprofit. We have never got it registered, but that's something we've been doing for a very long time.
I applaud you. I think that's wonderful, but the answer is no.
Okay.
Do your 48 hours with a registered nonprofit.
Okay.
I would suggest you do it with other organizations that work with the homeless, because you might learn some things that'll help you with your nonprofit.
Exactly. That's what I've been looking for. It doesn't have to be. What's that? That's what I've been looking for. Most of the ones I came across were in Detroit, so I was trying to find one closer to out here.
Yeah, check out Fishes and Loaves. They're in Taylor.
Fishes and Loaves.
They're hooked up with Gleaners. They're a food bank.
I reached out to
phenomenally
some of
well
them.
organized organization.
Fishers and Loaves. Okay.
Yep. They're right on Eureka Road.
Oh, that's down the street from me.
Yep. You know where the Pennington School for the Blind is?
I don't think so.
They're right in that same stretch with Fishes and Loaves. So they're right. There's two places you can probably do some volunteer work right there on the same spot.
Okay.
All right.
Yep, I'll give them a call today.
Okay. All right. Now testing, that's a big deal for me. And here's where I'm gonna rub salt in the wound. Now you finally got a full-time job again, and now you got to start doing all the stuff that you could have been doing while you were looking for work. Community service, treatment. Now it's going to be tougher because you're working around your employment hours. But it's still got to get done.
Understandable.
All right, so treatment, I want you engaged within 30 days.
Okay.
And that means not being removed from their list because of absences.
Okay. Papa. It's not Papa.
And how are we doing on testing, Ms. Tiroli?
Hold on, give me a second.
She was actually closed. Her case was closed at JAMS, Your Honor, due to excessive absences.
Scoot over, son.
All right. And Miss Riley, is there any reason why we can't get you back on track with jams?
Honestly, give me 1 second. Honestly, Your Honor, I had trouble even paying my rent when I lost my job. I was borrowing money from my mom and my grandparents, and I honestly didn't have the money to pay because
Okay.
I just didn't have the money. And then my car situation, my car was in the shop for forever. And I just honestly didn't have the money to go there.
How's your financial situation now?
Well, I start work on Monday, so I get I believe my first check will be on the 7th. I'm starting in the middle of a pay week. July 7th will be my first paycheck.
So we can get you back on jams?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and that just leaves payment plans. And notice I left that for last because that's the lowest priority I've got is your payments. I want you on track on everything else before you worry about paying off fines and costs.
Okay.
The testing and the treatment, that's way more important to me than getting your fines and costs covered.
Okay.
All right, we got a plan to move forward so we can close you successfully.
Yes.
Mr. Bowditch, anything necessary for clarification?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Riley, do you have any questions before I let you go?
No, the payments, am I still doing the $100 a month payment plan?
You send us whatever you can afford.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
Good luck. Good luck with that new job too.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that
You're
completes it for
welcome.
me.
Thank you. I'm bringing in Mr. Rangel. Good morning, Mr. Rangel.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Rangel, are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Who's handling this one? I don't have a name on my piece of paper.
I'll handle it, Your Honor.
All right. All right. So where's Mr. Rangel at, Mr. Oakley?
I spoke with him this morning and he indicated that he still has not completed his 12 hours community service. He said that he's been working on getting the restitution paid off and he indicated that he can have that paid off by today.
Has he done anything he was told to do in December of 2019 other than stay out of trouble?
No, Your Honor.
Does Mr. Rangel have anything on his criminal history?
Oh, Your Honor, let me pull that up really quick.
Mr. Rangel, what's your restitution number?
What's my restitution number?
Yeah, what's the amount you owe in restitution? You said you could pay it off today, right?
Yeah, 1638.
And you can pay that today?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
CCH, Mr. Oakley?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Does he have any criminal history?
I am not able to locate his PSI at the moment. I apologize.
Okay. Sorry, Mr. Trolley, what do you got on your record other than this arrest? Anything else?
I got assault and battery, and that's about it. Or the assault and battery, and then I got the DUI.
Say again?
I got the DUI and the assault and battery.
All right. When you're talking about the assault battery, you're talking about the one I'm looking at right now or another one?
No, the one you're looking at now.
Okay, all right. Anything you want to tell me before I decide what to do with you?
No, I've just been really busy with work and I've been trying to pay off this restitution.
Really? When's the last time you made a payment to the court?
I believe last month.
You got a receipt in your file, Mr. Rowley?
That is what I am looking for right now.
Your Honor, the last time he made a payment was May 12th for $250.
Thank you. All right. And where are you working, Mr. Rangel?
Old Dominion Freight.
How long you been there?
Almost a year now.
Full-time job?
Yes, Your Honor.
How many hours do you average every week?
Since about last month, about 50, 55.
All right. What about before last month?
I was averaging around 40.
Okay. And that kept you too busy to do the community service or the testing?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to close your file out with a conviction. You'll pay your restitution today, and the balance due on fines and costs, we'll turn that over to collections. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, Leanna, who was your other client? Burnham?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Bringing her in. Good morning, Miss Burnham.
Good morning.
And Miss Belcher, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court, Leanna Belcher on behalf of Miss Burnham. Miss Burnham, will you state your name for the judge?
Amanda Burnham.
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for sentencing. I have reviewed the report with my client. It is factually accurate. I've gone over the recommendation with her as well. Again, we'll be asking that Your Honor adopt the recommendation. We find it fitting for her situation. She has no prior. She has a good job. I do believe this will be an isolated incident for her, Your Honor.
All right. Miss Burnham, what is Rock Connections? What do they do?
Rock Connections is a sister company of Quicken Loans. It's kind of like a call center. I'm a leader of a team of 27 individuals, and they take phone calls for Quicken Loans.
All right. All right. Anything you want to add to what Miss Belcher's told me?
Nope. I agree with her, and just thank you for your time.
Okay. I'm going to go along with the recommendations of the probation department. I'm going to order the 48 hours community service and fines and costs total $1,500. I can give you a due date to pay that off within 30 days, or we can set you up with a monthly payment plan. What do you want to do?
I just want to pay in full. I'm ready today.
I'm sorry. I didn't understand any of that. I've got really bad audio.
I'm sorry. I'm ready to pay it today, so within the 30 days is good.
All right. If you pay it today, you're going to pay it online?
Yes.
If you do that, it's probably going to cost you another $200 in vendor fees. So you might want to do it, send us a money order, a check, or drop it off in person, just to save the extra money.
Okay, cool. I'll just drop it off this week in person.
Okay. Good luck to you. Ms.
Thank you.
Belcher, anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Have a lovely day.
You as well. Always a pleasure.
Always.
Recording.
Good morning, counsel.
Good morning, Judge.
How have you been?
I've been good. How about you?
Better than I deserve.
Well, that's
All
good.
right, I'm
to
bringing
hear.
Mr. Cole in. Mr. Cole is going to make me seasick.
There we
Much
go.
better, Mr. Cole. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Counsel, your appearance for Mr. Cole, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Joseph, P79668, appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Christopher Cole, who is present over Zoom and who, of course, consents to have this proceeding occur over Zoom.
Thank you. And have you had a chance to go over the pre-sentence report with Mr. Cole?
Yes, Judge, we did review and receive the pre-sentence report. At this time, we have no factual corrections or deletions for that report, and we are prepared to proceed to sentencing.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
All right, Judge. My client's 36 years old. He does own his own home improvement business, which is RC Modern Home Improvement. He has several employees that rely upon him to ensure that the business continues to run. It is a local business, and he is required to travel to and from jobs. He is the individual who actually obtains all of the business for the company and keeps all of his employees working. Which obviously was difficult during the pandemic, but he is still up and running. He does have 3 children, and he takes care of his elderly father who suffers from multiple sclerosis. His father lives near him, and he provides all care for him, grocery shopping, seeing him on a daily basis, anything needed around the home. He is a very charitable individual. He participates in all local events, and he regularly donates to a variety of local organizations. On the date of this offense, Judge, he was, and we don't say this to demean the incident whatsoever, but just so the court has a full picture, he was driving from the marina to the parking lot across the street where he would be leaving his vehicle overnight, and he had a ride on the way. And unfortunately, it was that short distance that caused this case. But nonetheless, Mr. Cole has taken this very seriously. He retained me within a few days of receiving the ticket and having a police encounter in this case. He is extremely remorseful and has been since day one. He, I know, also wants to address the court. I know he has not had any alcohol since this incident, which was back in August of 2020. So he has almost 1 year of sobriety. He's also had an interlock device on his car since December of 2020. He's had no issues with that interlock. He will have that interlock device in his vehicle until December of 2021. So for at least another 6 months. And the reason he has that interlock is, of course, it's from this same incident, not some other incident. It's all from resulting from the same incident. And so, Judge, we would ask the court adopt the recommendation from probation. I think it's appropriate in this case, especially given that he will have the interlock on his device for at least another 6 months. He's fully prepared to pay any and all fines, costs, fees, and the restitution upfront today.
Thank you. Mr. Cole, your turn, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to, start with apologizing to the courts and the public for my actions. At the point in time, I really didn't think I was really doing anything, I guess wrong at that point in time. But now looking back, I understand the severity of the situation as far as, possibly injuring somebody or worse. And I would have to live with that for the rest of my life. And, another thing is the embarrassment that I brought upon myself with this situation. I can't even pull out of my driveway with my truck without having to blow into a breathalyzer and, almost feeling like, I'm always looking around me to see who's watching. The embarrassment from that is not easy to get over. This would never happen again. And, I understand the severity of the situation and I apologize.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Cole. Anything else, Ms. Joseph?
Judge, nothing further. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to adopt the recommendation with one change. I am going to put Mr. Cole on a non-reporting probation for 12 months. Just because we've got this prior from 03, I just want to make sure that we're not having problems. So, Mr. Cole, fines and costs, stay out of trouble for 12 months, new offenses, and then we close the file successfully. Fines and costs total $1,500. Can you pay that within 30 days, sir?
I can pay that today, Your Honor.
All right. Just to warn you, if you pay it online, it's going to cost you some fairly substantial third-party vendor fees.
Okay.
Ms. Jones, if anything necessary by way of clarification?
Judge, given the fees that he may incur by paying online, we would ask if the court would allow him the 30 days so he could likely come in person and pay.
I already wrote that down.
Perfect. Thank you, Judge. I have nothing further.
Okay. Mr. Cole, I think I cut you off. Did you have a question, sir?
Oh, I was just saying I can stop by the courthouse today and pay it. I've actually got a job in Belleville today, so I'll be driving right by there.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. Ms.
Thank you,
Joseph,
Your Honor.
always a pleasure.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your day. Great to see you.
All right. I'm bringing in the other Mr. McDaniel.
Okay.
All right, Mr. McDaniel, are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to a court-appointed attorney?
No, I'll go through with it.
All right. So, Ms. Tiroli, it looks like Mr. McDaniel, non-compliant boxes checked for substance treatment, testing, community service, and payments. Do you have any good news for me?
In terms of his community service, I have spoken with him. He has volunteered some hours at an individual's house, man who indicates his handicap. I did tell him that that would not be, it does have to be done at a licensed nonprofit organization, but he has volunteered his time helping an individual. But other than that, Your Honor, he's not in compliance.
All right, Mr. McDaniel, big thumbs up. I think that's great. You're helping out your neighbor. But community service is a registered nonprofit organization, church, soup kitchen, Salvation Army, something like that.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. What's that?
I'll give you more time to get that done. That's no problem. How many hours do you owe us?
I think it's 42 hours, I'm pretty sure.
It's 48 hours, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm
48.
sorry.
That's all right. I want 24, at least 24 hours done by August 1st.
Okay.
And all of it by September 1.
Okay.
All right. So what's going on? We can't get you in treatment.
I work 7 days a week, 12 hours to 14 hours a day. I know it's not.
Where are you working?
Brush Right Painting out in Ann Arbor.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Brush Right Painting.
Okay. They do commercial painting. What do they do?
Yeah, I do commercial, residential, all kinds of stuff.
Okay. All right. How long you been working 7 days a week for?
Probably the past 2 months or so, 2.5 months.
All right. Before that, how much were you working?
6 days a week.
How long has that been going on?
Since probably December or so.
All right. What's the problem with doing the community service? Same thing, working too much?
Yeah, that's why I thought maybe helping out a handicapped gentleman, taking him Meals on Wheels, and I painted his garage and his deck and everything else like that. I thought maybe you would accept that.
Am I correct that you have not made a payment towards your fines and costs since November?
No. I've paid on I'm only late on this month on my payment. And I told Emily that I'm going to pay $200 on my tickets tomorrow.
All right, so you've been making monthly payments?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a CCH for Mr. McDaniel?
There's a alcohol possession, consumption by a minor, possession of narcotic paraphernalia, another alcohol possession by minor, a disorderly person, person under 21, purchase, possess, consume, and a DWLS.
All right. Other than this charge, what's the most recent charge and when?
The most recent charge is the DWLS, and that was from 2018.
And then before that, what was the next most recent?
Under 21, purchase, possess, consume, and that was from 2017, Your Honor.
Yeah. All right, Mr. McDaniel, first of all, I think it's great that you're such a hard worker.
Well, I'm trying to change my ways and show my daughter the right path and not be a young kid and be a dumbass like I was being. So trying to grow up and get past all that.
Okay, I commend you for that attitude. I really do. But you need to do the treatment.
Okay, yes. As soon as, like I said, I'm gonna get in there as soon as I can. I took today off just for this Zoom because I didn't know how long it was gonna take. So I'll try to get in there today and get something set up.
Where was he supposed to be doing treatment at, Emily?
He indicated to me first step. He said that he was starting his treatment last Friday, the 18th. And when I spoke with him this week, he said his appointment was pushed out to this Friday, the 25th.
All right. All right, Mr. McDaniel, Mr. McDaniel's one that we didn't get the aces on. Is it part of his file and just didn't make it to the PSI?
Let me look here.
Sure.
Now, would you accept AA meetings for my substance abuse class or no?
I would not.
Okay, so it has to be the substance abuse class?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your Honor, he scored a 1 on his ACEs.
Okay. All right, Mr. McDaniel, I wish you were in person right now because I think this is going to get lost on Zoom. All right. I'm almost positive that if you and I sat down just as a couple of guys having a conversation about your history, and I got some really honest answers out of you, your ACEs score should have been more like a 5 or 6.
Oh, I guarantee you that.
You understand where I'm at?
Yeah.
Okay. So here, I want you, and once again, it's tough on Zoom, but brother, I want you to hear my heart on this. Okay. I want you in treatment because I don't want your daughter to deal with the stuff that you dealt with when you were a kid.
Exactly. And I appreciate that.
Okay. Listen, and you can't hear my voice to the extent that my emotion is here. I think it's great that you're working your ass off 7 days a week. You're trying to do, you're trying to provide for your daughter. You're trying to show her the right way, but you're still dealing with baggage from your youth that you're just burying in hard work.
Yep.
Okay. I think everybody in life has a toolbox that they carry with them. And when life throws them a shitstorm, they reach into their toolbox to deal with that shitstorm. Your toolbox has got unhealthy, self-destructive tools in it. And you've used those tools in the past.
Yep.
Drinking is one of your tools. Am I right?
Yep.
Okay. So I've been doing this a long time. You need to get the bad tools out of the box, put some healthy tools in the box, and the best plan I've got for replacing tools in the toolbox is good treatment.
Okay. I'll get that started as soon as I can.
Counseling. That's why it's so important to me to make you do this. Because brother, you know who I just had in my Zoom room today.
Oh, I know.
I don't want your daughter in my Zoom room down the road.
No, exactly. And that's not going to happen.
You hear my heart, Mr. McDaniel?
Yes, I do.
Let's stop the cycle of bad toolboxes.
I have to.
You have to.
Yep.
And I bet if we gave your dad the ACEs test, he was probably at a 7 or 8. Because when he was a kid, he dealt with some trauma in his life, right?
Oh, yeah.
All
It's
right,
just
so
like
stop
a
the cycle.
family
Let's get,
line thing, and I want to end it. So
and we want to help you.
I appreciate it.
All right. So any problems you're having, Miss Tiroli is your new BFF, buddy.
Okay.
You're having problems, you call her. You reach out to her because she wants to come to me and say, Mr. McDaniels is shining like a star in the sky. Can we close this file early?
Okay.
All right.
I
So back
appreciate
to
it.
business. I gave you the deadline. I gave you some parameters on the community service. And I'll tell you what, you get a letter from the guy that you helped him out at his house, and I'll give you some credit. I might not give you full credit, but I'll give you some credit just as a pat on the back.
Okay. And you said I got till August 18th, right? To get half
August
of it done?
1st.
August 1st.
August 1st. Start banging it out. And if you don't know where to go, talk to Ms. Tiroli. She'll give you a list of organizations in our area.
Yeah, I'm
And,
pretty
you know,
sure that she emailed it to me. I think the last time we talked.
Right.
So,
So here, if I was you, here's what I would do. I'd contact some of those organizations and say, you're a professional painter. You want to do some painting for them and get credit for your community service.
Okay.
Because if I'm a painter, I'd rather paint than go pick up trash somewhere.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Matter of fact, Emily, we'll get you some special stuff. Emily, talk to me. Avery has started the process of getting some contacts in our local communities, you know, the cities. We might be able to hook him up with somebody in Van Buren Township. The township might send him out to paint some stuff at a park or some city build or a township building or something like that.
Okay.
All right, so let's follow up on that. And Mr. McDaniel, if we can make that happen, Ms. Tiroli will contact you with a name and a phone number.
Okay, thank you. I do appreciate that.
All right. So treatment, I want you engaged, started in treatment within 14 days, or you got to be talking to Ms. Tiroli so she knows exactly what the holdup is.
Okay.
All right. And Ms. Tiroli, what's going on with the testing?
Your Honor, he tested positive on March 31st and just recently on June 17th. In terms of the June 17th positive, I did speak with him about that. He does say that he works with alcohol-based paints and whatnot, and he's wondering if that may have resulted in a positive alcohol test, but he does deny consuming alcohol.
Okay. And Mr. McDaniel, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I'm going to tell you right now, that is really, really unlikely. But I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. But going forward, you gotta wear rubber gloves that go up to your shoulder or something if you're going to work with any alcohol-based cleaners.
Yeah, because I had just those cheap little rubber gloves on, and the alcohol like started eating the glove and everything, so I took it off and was cleaning the pump and everything. It was the pump that I was spraying out of. But from now on, yeah, I'm gonna get nice thick gloves and use those. That way I got no problems no more.
And I'm not even going to hold you responsible for the one that you already admitted that you drank beer. You just moved on my screen. It threw me off. I'll give you a mulligan on that.
Okay.
You follow me?
Yep.
No more positives.
Okay.
What's your daughter's name?
Ava.
All right. Every time you think about doing something stupid, I want you to think of Ava.
Oh, I do. That's for sure. She's been definitely a big help in my life so far. So
they are a blessing until they're about 14, 15.
Oh yeah, she's about to be 5 and she's already a pain in the ass. So I can only imagine.
All right. So that's why you got to get better tools in your toolbox before she hits those teen years.
Yes, exactly.
Because she's bringing you some stress, brother. It's coming.
Oh, I already know that. Everybody I talk to
All
tells
right.
me that. So.
All right. All right, Mr. McDaniels, make me proud, brother.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Roll, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Have a great day, Mr. McDaniel.
You too. Bye.
Um, Looks like we got one person in the waiting room, Christy Thomas. Good morning, Ms. Thomas.
Good morning.
All right, Ms. Trolley, fill me in.
So she was adjourned from, when was she adjourned from April.
April
basically-
19th.
Yes, to get on track, to engage in treatment, do her community service. At this point, she has completed 48 hours community service and provided me documentation. She has an appointment set with her clinician, actually today at 4:30. I did email the clinician just to confirm I didn't hear anything back.
Okay.
She is waiting to resolve some financial issues before she schedules her mental health eval. I don't believe she's made her June payment yet, but she indicated to me that she would be making that soon.
Okay, Ms. Thomas, those financial issues, if you need to stop making payments to the court for a while to get started with that evaluation, I'm okay with that.
Okay, Your Honor.
Because I want that psych eval done so we know where we're at.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and tell me about Logan Social Services. I'm not familiar. Where are they at? What do they do?
It's an online community service.
So what did you do?
It was basically like homework, like a American literature, taught about stress and driving skills and like DUIs. So I did it for
Kind of a
8 hours a day.
kind of a mixed bag of stuff.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So it sounds like we're getting you on track. Anything else going on?
Oh, my silver link. I haven't missed any blows yet. And that's it's keeping me on track.
Good. Good. That's what it's for. Are you working?
Yes, I'm at work now.
Where do you work?
Ecotech.
How long you been with them?
A year or over.
All right, good. Full-time job?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Trolley, you want to put it back on probation, reporting probation, or you want to set her for another review?
Your Honor, I would like to set her for another review, adjourn it for the psych eval and for payments.
What's your next date?
Our next date is July 15th.
All right, Ms. Thomas, any questions?
No.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And Emily, my bad, because usually I try to set everybody what we're talking to them. I let them know when they're coming back for review, and I didn't do that.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
And let's see. I'm just going through and see if we got anybody that was supposed to be here early that didn't show up.
Okay. I think all of our violations appeared.
Now let's see, we did Christopher Light sentencing, Schiffer we did. I think we're waiting for Warren Young. That was at 8:30.
Okay.
So Mr. Young didn't show up. All right, we're waiting for the late schedules to show up, I guess.
Okay.
All right, you guys can just sit there if you'd like to. I'm not. Daniel Cunningham.
Yes.
Brian Oakley from the 34th District Court, you're almost over a half hour late for a sentencing. Hello? Seriously?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
I can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm looking for my paperwork right now to find out how to do the meeting.
If you want to write something down, I'll give you a phone number.
Actually, yeah, let me just find the writing utensil. I'm ready.
491
492
491 975 491 975 6074.
6074.
Correct.
Okay, I call this number?
That's right. That's a Zoom number.
Oh, that's the Zoom number, so I hop on Zoom and type that in?
Correct.
Appreciate you.
All right. See you in a minute. Hey, Dan.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Great. iPhone, what's your name?
Brianna Hendricks.
All right. Michael, what's your last name?
Blackman.
All right, hang with me. We'll put you in the waiting room until we're ready. All right, Mr. Bitar, are you ready on Hendricks?
I am, Your Honor.
Have you and Ms. Hendricks had a chance to go over the report and recommendation?
We have, Your Honor.
Anything to correct?
Judge, the only correction is her address. She has moved into a new apartment. I could give you that address.
Please.
48681 South I-94 Service Drive, apartment 1301.
It's apartment 301. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, apartment 301.
Thank you.
And that's Belleville 48111.
Yep. And 231-1106, still a good number, Ms. Hendricks?
Yep.
Okay. All right, Mr. Bitar, what should I consider?
Judge, 20 years old. This is her first offense. She did have a high blood alcohol level and did have some amphetamines in her system. I believe she's learned her lesson from this incident, Judge. She does have some mental health concerns which need to be addressed. I believe she's taking steps to address those issues. I don't necessarily believe she needs any type of treatment at this point. We don't really have an objection to any of the recommendations, though. One thing that I did notice, Judge, if you look at the report on page 2, it mentions something about restitution of over $10,000. But when it comes to when it comes to the recommendations, they're only asking for $125. So I don't know if Ms. Tiroli can clear that up or let us know what the discrepancy is about.
Yeah, the $10,000 is for the light pole. The 125 is just the standard the department asks for on any drug driving.
Okay. I don't know much about light poles, Judge, and the work that needs to be done. That does seem somewhat high to me. I guess we would ask for some type of verification to be provided.
Wouldn't Miss Hendricks' insurance kick in on that?
I would think so, Judge. Miss Hendricks, you had insurance at the time, correct?
At the time, I did not.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Bitar, what we can do is we can send you, the township sent us a whole packet. I mean, it's probably 10, 12 pages long. What we'll do is Mr. Rowley will scan this over to you and we'll schedule a restitution hearing.
That's fine, Judge.
All right. Anything else?
No, Judge, we ask you to adopt the recommendations.
All right, Ms. Hendricks, anything you want to add? Don't feel that you have to.
No, I'm okay.
All right, fines and costs total $1,350 on this file. That includes the 2 state of Michigan fees, $50 misdemeanor tax and $75 victims fund fee. As I said, I'm going to leave the light pole restitution issue open. We'll have a hearing on that. I'm adopting in full the recommendations of the probation department. That means you're on probation for 12 months. Items 1 through 10 that you went over with Mr. Bitar that were recommendations are now court ordered. As far as the money, do you need a formal monthly payment plan or can you pay it all within 30 days?
I would need a monthly plan, please, because I have to pay rent.
How much can you pay every month and when can you start?
I could start next month, I guess, and I don't know, like $200 a month.
You sure you can make that much?
No, but I can try.
All right, let's start with 100. You can always pay extra. And next Friday is July 2nd, so let's go with July 9th. Does that give you enough time?
Yes.
All right. Do you have any questions?
No.
Mr. Bitar, anything?
Judge, I would just ask Ms. Paroli before she sets a restitution hearing date to contact me so I can make sure I have time in my schedule for it.
Absolutely. Yep.
Great.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Good luck, Brianna. Everyone have a good day.
You too, Dan. All right, Mr. Blackman, you with me?
Yes.
All right, you are scheduled for sentencing today. Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Have you had a chance to look at the report and recommendation prepared by probation?
Yes.
Is there anything in that report that is not factually correct?
No, Your Honor.
Anything you want to add to that report, Mr. Blackman?
No, Your Honor, not at this moment.
All right. A couple of questions. You've got a couple cases pending in the 74th District Court. Do you have any court dates at this point?
I believe one is the 16th of July. I could be off by a couple of days, but I'm pretty sure I have a sentencing then. And that would be my final sentencing for all of my past crimes.
All right. And when's the last time you had a job?
I actually currently have a job now. I just
oh, good.
I just got a job. I've been here for almost 2 weeks, and I'm making decent money and it's decent hours. So I'm really satisfied right now with my employment.
Where are you working? Who are you working for?
Renaissance in Bay City.
What do they do?
We make football helmets.
I'm sorry, you make what?
We make football helmets for professional NFL players.
Ah, okay. All right. Anything else before I sentence?
Only that I'm very sorry for taking up the court's time and for my past crimes, and I promise I will do my best after whatever is passed to make myself a more decent human being, as well as a person in society.
Okay, I'm gonna go along with the recommendation of probation. I'm not gonna put you on probation. I'm gonna assess fines and costs totaling $1,500. Can you pay that within 30 days, or do you need a monthly payment plan?
Monthly payment plan would probably be best.
How much?
I can do $100 a month.
And can you start that on or before July 16th?
Yes, I can, Your Honor.
And confirming your address, I've got you on McGraw.
Yes, sir. Or Your Honor. Yes.
Phone number 443-9937.
Actually, I recently got a phone through Verizon, so it has changed.
New number.
It is 989-293-3394.
Thank you. You're all set?
All right. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Good luck on the new job.
Thank you. Bye.
What's up, Joe? Yeah, you can take over. Oh, great. Beautiful.
Okay, there we go.
All right, Mr. Cunningham, you connected?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
All right, I can hear you. You are scheduled today for sentencing. Are you prepared today to go forward without an attorney?
Yes, I am.
Have you seen the report and recommendation from probation?
Yes, I talked to them at the end of last month.
All right, have you seen a report from them though?
Oh, no, I have not.
All right, do you have an email address we can send this to you?
Yes, I do. Would you like it, or is it already on file?
Daniel C. Harriel Cunningham at Gmail.
Correct, and there's a period after the first C.
Yep.
Your Honor, that report was emailed to him on Tuesday.
Mr. Cunningham, check your spam, see if it went in your spam on Tuesday.
Give me a second. I'm doing that right this second. Is it going to say 35th District Court or somebody's name individually?
It should be from Virginia Randolph.
Virginia Randolph. Actually, I'll just type in her name and see if that pops up.
And she sent it on Tuesday.
Okay, yes, I have it.
All right, take a minute, look that over, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay. It says I had an alcohol-related offense back in 2007.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, that's new to me.
All right, that's not a drinking and driving, that's an open intoxicants in a motor vehicle.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so I just went over the recommendations.
Anything factually correct?
I'm gonna have to say yeah.
Okay, what is it?
Oh, everything on the paperwork.
I'm sorry, say again?
Everything is.
Everything's correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to add before I sentence you?
No, I do not. Let me come back to the video.
All right. Are you currently working at Vitro?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Full-time job?
Yes, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Sometimes Saturdays and Sundays, but that's very seldom.
Good. All right. Anything else, sir?
No.
All right, fines and costs on your file, $620. We've got a $50 misdemeanor tax to the state of Michigan, $75 victims fund fee to the state of Michigan. Restitution in the amount of $200 to Huron Township. You're on probation for 9 months. Probation fee is $360. I'm adopting in full the recommendations of the probation department. That means the paperwork you just looked at included 1 through 10 recommendations. Those are now court ordered. Total on the file is $1,305. Can you pay that within 30 days or do you want a monthly payment plan?
Yeah, monthly payment. Let's do to be safe, I can do $400 a month.
You sure you want to make that much?
Now that you said that, no. Let's do $250.
I mean, I don't want you to have to contact us every month because you're short. So let's set it where you know you can do it and you can pay extra when you can.
Okay, let's do 200.
And can you start that by on or before the, say again?
I said 4 because I was trying to hurry up and get the fines out of the way. But to be safe, yeah, let's do 2.
All right. Can you start on or before the 16th?
Yeah, if you give me contact information, I can actually send 200 right now.
All right.
Let me just grab something.
34th District Court. You should have it all on your notice. Or you can go to our website, you can get our address, all that stuff.
Okay, appreciate you.
Any questions?
No, not at all.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Emily, that should take care of it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Good job.
Thanks.
Good morning, Miss McGee.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
So I'm looking at this old file from February 2018.
Yes.
So let's see, we put you on a deferred sentence back in, looks like February of 2018. So
Yes.
I'm not exactly sure what you're looking for today. So tell me how we can help you, and then I'll tell you if we can.
Okay, I was told that once I completed my anger management and my probation, that my record would be cleared. But because I didn't receive the mail that was sent out to me, it was sent to my mom's address, and I think that she
Let
may
me
have.
stop you. Let me
Mhm.
stop you. I want to make sure we got the right address on your file now. I've still got a
Okay.
Lovett address. Is that you or mom?
That's mom. The PO box from the letter I sent you is the new address.
All right, let me find that.
Okay.
3093.
Yes.
So what do you do in Ohio? You working down there?
My husband became a truck driver and he's stationed down here, so we relocated to Ohio.
Good. Okay, all right, I got that updated. Go ahead. So we sent
Okay.
you a letter for some reason. What did we send you the letter about?
Okay, I wanted to go into truck driving too. So I had contacted Pam, but I was still on probation at the time, and they was explaining to me that they may not be able to sponsor me being that I was on probation, but to
Right.
go to my PO to see if I can at least leave the state if I could be sponsored. So I went to Mr. Taylor to get proof that I can leave the state if I was to be able to be sponsored to start training.
Right.
And
Right.
he told me you approved it or whatever, but I was told that I had a letter sent out stating that I didn't go drop, when I came back, because he was telling me that I would have to drop when I come back into Michigan if I get the job. And I was explaining to him, like, I don't have the job, I have to go through training and everything. So that would be a while. And when I talked to him about our conversation, he didn't, remember half the things that we talked about. So I
Right.
was told that the letter was sent because I wasn't going to drop, but I never, was sponsored and I never started the training for the program.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you, have you had any police involvement since February of 18?
No, not with me.
Okay. All right. So did you get through the truck driving school? Are you done with all that?
I couldn't because I was still on probation and I just tried. My husband works for Warner. I just tried to go with Warner, but my record, I thought that my record was clear, but because it's not, they couldn't accept me. So that's why I was reaching out, because I know I did everything that I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I was trying to see if I could have my record cleared.
Yeah. We'll change the record. We'll set aside your conviction and show that it was a successful delayed sentence.
Okay, am I able to receive some type of paperwork through email or something?
Let me have your email address.
Okay, it's tangela.mcgee2015@gmail.com.
All right. Yeah. We'll send you something.
Okay, I appreciate everything, and I apologize for the, miscommunication and holding up the courtroom, when I didn't show
No
up to court.
problem. No problem. Okay. I'll walk that down in just a few minutes and have one of the probation people get started on it.
Thank you so much, Judge Oakley.
You're welcome, Ms. McGee. Good luck with that new career.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.